my light here. See Sprags, good to see you. Happy New Year to everybody. It's 2026. Happy New Year, Skippity. Riverstone, good to see you. Let's see. We'll get up a buck and go, and then we will start the day. We have a lot of coins today. I'm trying to think about anything that would be kind of special. Oh, we got a group of kind of like dollars or crown-sized silver. It's like the AE18 stuff, which I can bring out in a little bit. But we had a group of that in. I'm trying to think about what else we might have that would be like very fresh new stuff. I'm trying to think. I think we have a small cache of high-grade NGC, NGC Alexander Grams. Let's see, Ciron's in the lead at $3. And silver, what is silver doing at $70+ right now? I think it's like 70. I'd hate to say 78 and be wrong, but I think it's like around 78. Get lower, nice pickup. I didn't really expect it. Yeah, crazy prices. Okay, we'll do one more buck and go, and then we'll kind of feel out from there. Let's see, 5 seconds on the refresh. So I think this is going to be pretty much under melt on this. Oh, this does not go. We do have Liberty Quarters, Ciron. Let's see. I said that I would buck and go. I'll buck and go one. Let's see. Craziness. Crazy. Okay. Buck and go. Okay, and then we'll buck and go a standing Liberty Quarter. Astrock, nice pickup. Yeah, any requests, let me know. Be happy to get them out. It's 29D, 1929D. Ciron's at $3. Melts around, I think, over 13. And Skippity's in the lead at 11. So it's $2 under for a nice looking one. For probably 3, to be honest. $3.50. $13 start. Barber Quarter. Oh, NGC. Let's see. 668. That's a Widow's Mite. Let me pick one out. 009. Is that going to be a Porcius Festus? Yeah. Nice pickup, Skivity. Oh, Herod Archelaus. Okay. Well, I'll run this one and then I'll pick out the other one. Or not this one. This one's not in there. But, let's see if I can find the Herod Archelaus. It might be in this group or it might be in the box. Let's see. 009. Okay, I think it's going to be out here. Let's see if we can find it. Run some Widow's Mites. No Benjis. I do have a sheet that's not 90%. It's fine silver. I didn't put them in the show, but they're 10 each. I found them. I think I've teased them out for like a couple shows. I start that under melt, like probably like 750 or something. Okay, here's the Archelaus. $44 start. on the Roman Procurator's Pruta. A little biblical piece. -023. No bids. I think that was a requested one. And we'll do a $34 start on a gen grade Pruta. I'm not actually a big fan of the fun show. I've been a few times. I think the fun show's good whenever you set up at the fun show. Are you going, Skippity? But I think that shows are generally overrated. Unless you're behind the dealer's table. But I've had pretty limited experience with, to be honest. Just going to like a dozen shows or so. Siglos. Let's see. I don't want to, because it also could be like a rough looking one. So like if it's the case where we want to see it and not really bid on it just yet, I would look at the picture first to see if that's a good coin that you want. Otherwise, we'll. Oh, really? There's no picture. If you type it into the NGC, NGC didn't take a photo. Okay, we'll buck and go. I think we do have some Iranian. Let me see if I can find them, and we'll circle back. Here's some silver to the graded. No slab buck and goes. We have some pretty cheap slabs, but generally no slab buck and goes. I don't think that we have any Russian today. We could have some Russian sometime in the next week, maybe. I'll have to like crack open a box that I maybe have not looked through mill to see if there's any Russian stuck in there. $29 starting this 1942 Hyderabad rupee. Let's see. So Christian has the medals that he'll do like coin 1, coin 2 on screen. I think I shipped him the rest of those. I think we have some of the Bolivian medals in the show, but most of those medals Christian likes to have, so I shipped it to him. He generally sells them a lot better than Gabe and I will sell them. Isaiah New, nice pickup. Cool, let's pick that out. Skippity. 1818. It'll come up in 2 coins. We'll see what it is. 1945. This one has nice luster to it. It's kind of an original surface. Alfonso the 12th. $79 start on this 5 pesetas. Boo Jam is in the lead. And I'll pick out some more in a second out of that group. This is listed. Then ask Pierre, that's probably, I'll try to make a correction on it. It's actually a VG. Let's see. Is that the one? That's the full set list. And I'll take it that we don't want to see that one. We have had some better ones, and there might actually be a better one on the eBay, but that's really the cheapest that we will probably ever offer them. Because I remember we usually sell them like kind of nicer looking ones, even raw on the eBay. I think that's the Triskelies. No, that's the Siglos. So that's a no. Never mind. We'll sell them raw. We've sold them raw in like the $70 range. So if we get any raw ones in, we'll let you know. Okay, 120 start on this 1835 Thaler. 120 start. 1 Thaler. The German state of Hesse. Riverstone's in the lead. Nice pickup. $79 start on this 1903 German States 5 mark. Here's the date. Let me see. This is the first time I'm offering this Skippity. That group. What price did I have on it? Is that 1820 that we had? 79. Yeah, we can do 79. This can pretty much be our like the break even on it. Let's see what else we've got. We'll try to do a buck and go next. Oh, we can get a giveaway up too. Nice pickup, Skippity. Okay, buck and go on this Hungarian denier. We'll get a buck and go up. We can see the cross on it. No, we have not. And we'll occasionally because we send in a lot of ancients. We haven't really sent in a group of world coins since in like 2 years. Joe, so we don't use it for ancients. Let's see, AC 72. We'll jump into the ACs. Let's see. We'll run this buck and go arrow's head. And 7205. 720506 coming up next. It's like a small silver piece. Classic Collectibles is at $6 on it. That's a nice pickup. We're gonna lose money on that one. Said and done. $34 start on this oval. Let's see if we can get it. It's like we have a portrait of Athena on one side and a Gorgon on the other. Oh. We can just make out the Barry's gonna make a nice pickup on it. That's great. We'll probably not expect it to sell at the under $50 really. So that's a good one. Okay, buck and go arrowhead. Yeah, let's have some quarters. $7. Tyler, nice pickup. $13 start. 1928 Standing Liberty Quarter. Here's a Morelos peso. We'll buck and go. About 2.5 minutes left in the giveaway. Make sure you're in it. We're on a barber quarter next. Currently at $5. Astrock Jinx is in the lead at 6. Nice pickup. Let's see, 0355. 1908 barber quarter. Yes, these are all 90% silver. The barber quarters. Banner breakers, good to see you. 7. Right at melt on the quarter. Any more? I might have one Morgan. Or there might be a Morgan tomorrow. I'm not sure. Let me type in Morgan to see what we've got. I don't think there's a Morgan today. There will be a Morgan tomorrow because I remember looking at it today. Graded. Can I send in single ancients to get graded? Yeah, NGC will take single ancients. So I think it costs like a base level $28 or something around it to get a coin graded, which that's probably where it will fall. So it's a bit pricey to get graded, but NGC definitely accepts. Nice pickup, about $2 on the melt on that Banner Breakers. But so it's a bit pricey to get graded, but when compared to like U.S. coins, but oftentimes it is worth it. And they'll put the grade on it. I don't know if they put subgrades at that standard rate, like the surface strike grades, like the 4.5, 5.5. But 10 seconds left in the giveaway. Make sure you're in it. But yeah, you can send in like a single coin. Okay, $13 start on this Seated Liberty dime. Skippy's in the lead. This is the Arrows type. I get the first year of the Arrows type. AZ Coin Fiend, nice pickup on the giveaway. With Palembang Pittis heading your way. You get lower price. Nice win. $13 start on the quarter. Imperator, it's going well. How are you doing? Let's see. Let's pick out. We'll run this Pontus Amethyst 206. Run an NGC coin next. Skippity going to pick that one up, following the melt price as well. $39 start on the last Pontus Amethyst out of this group. Reverse portrait of Nike. You can see the city name flanking. No bids on that. Let's see. I need to save it from ranges this year. Yeah. Coin. It is. It's hard when you start collecting something. There's always like more to collect or a higher kind of way to upgrade. Oh wow, this was not meant. I did not mean this to be a $12 start, but it should bid up probably at least twice of where it sits at $12. I usually start these at 26, so Jinx is in the lead. This is nice luster to it. Can run the Pontus again. That would be awesome, Hayden. That does take some saving up to get. Let's see, AC 72. Nice pickup. First grade coin of today. $34 start. Again, this is a really low start. I'd be really disappointed if it really stayed at this price. This is an Illyria Dram, 2nd to 1st century BC. Silver piece from there. And it really looks like it's going to stay there. Nice. Oh, Josh is in the lead. Nice pickup, Barry. We'll buck and go this Italian States Dinero. So this is Bill, and it's low-grade silver content from the 15th century, 1416 to 1458. Someone asked about Iranian earlier. Let me thumb through to see if I can find anything. Jinx is in the lead at $6. Ziglo, nice win. Buck and go on this German states, or this German, it's not German states, but it's a German not geld piece. $4, nice win. We're on one more. Let's see, what do we want to, the W's. Let me see. Oh, I see a metal. Okay, we'll run some large silver. $3 Ziglo. Here's a Bavarian 5 mark, $69 start. $18.75 German states coin. Nice pickup, Skippity. This is a Sasanian Dram. Minted in Kostrad II, $26 start. YZ Mint. That mint marks off to the right hand side. Nice pickup, classic. 62.28. I really like this type. This is a Roman commemorative coin from the time of Constantine the Great and his successors. So we have Rome on the obverse, and then we have the Romulus and Remus scene on the reverse. J Dizzle's in the lead. I think we have like 2 of these this show. Maybe just 1. I think, yeah, 2. Gemini is in the lead. Sun has pretty good surfaces. Very strongly struck up. 21. We're on the other one. $29 start. You can see it's pretty decently high grade too. Joss is in the lead. These are nice. Nice pickup. $5.28. $17 start. The Seljuks of Rum. Silver Dram. This is an Islamic coin from the late 13th century. Run a Japanese coin next. 1905 Japanese yen, 139 start. It's 90% silver. It's the orientation. We have a dragon on the obverse. Why am I blind? Oh, here we go. There's the dragon's face. We might not actually have Bolivian medals in this. I thought we did. Let's see, AD 62. It's AD 59 maybe. Nicholas II. I don't think I have any Russian today. There might be some Russian on the eBay, and in that case, if there's anything you would like me to run on, like off of the eBay, I can run it on Whatnot for cheaper. So if you could find that and either like DM me or message me on eBay that this is like, just say like this is the coin. Don't say anything related to Whatnot or like pulling it and stuff. Just say like this coin or something. And I'll check the eBay. Like let me know in here, and I'll check the eBay and try to go pull it out. And I can run it for usually in between like 15 or so percent cheaper. But there should be some Russian on the bay. Let's see. Some $29 start ancients. 153. $29 start, and this Tetricus the first. Ancient. We'll go ahead and get another giveaway up and running. Josh is in the lead at the start bid. Nice pickup. 76. Another Tetricus the first. $29 start. Spess on the reverse. We have some denarii that are, I think, start around like the $69 range. Some widow's mites. Let's run a Antonius Pius. Antonius Pius, $64 start. Josh is in the lead. The cheapest that will offer a denarii today, or denarii today, or a denarius. 46. Buck and go on the arrowhead. Get lower price at $5. Oh, Barry's in lead at 6. Nice win. There's another Bear Standing coin for 1. $26 start. It's minted under Farcan. 711, 731. All right, if there are any requests, let me know. Be happy to work to them. We'll run another Islamic coin. 236. $17 start on this Abbasid Caliphate. Israeli or Norwegian? Freddie, I don't think so. I'm trying to think of what we would have Israeli-wise. Like, we have some ancient Israel, around a Pruda, but nothing modern state of Israel that I can remember. Sometimes we'll just get in kind of like large groups of like they're silver, but that is, I think we've sold through the last group that we've looked at of that a while ago. I'm trying to think. There might be some graded on the eBay, some graded items of Israeli. I'm not sure about Norwegian. $34 start. This is a pretty good looking widow's mite from ancient Judea. Then we'll pull out that 94 number shortly. Gemini is in the lead. Pretty good star. And anchor. Nice pickup. We'll hold off on that. So 94. 2, 1. Any Pontius Pilate? I don't think we have Pontius Pilate today. I can see what we have Pontius Pilate with respect to Pontius Pilate for tomorrow. I can try to pull out. It'd be like a graded Pruta if we did, but I'm not sure if we do. Gallienus, nice pickup. 906. $69 start on this Bavarian 5 marks. 1894. 1874. Third time's the charm. We have some anonymous Phallus. Think about what might be cheaper. Any Italian or Papal states? E-Man, congratulations on the giveaway win. We should have some Italian states. I'm not sure what Papal states we would have today. We got in a group, but I'm not sure if we sold most of it last time before the year ended. 13th century Indian Sultans of Delhi, Tanka. Abbasid Caliphate Durham, $17 start. Let's see if I can find any. This did not sell. Maybe we just don't want to see Islamic, which is fine. 14. Take a loss, but see if someone buy it. $95.20. Run a Condor token next. I'm gonna thumb around for, let's see, 80.50, 8.11. Jinx is in the lead. Nice pickup. Masonic Lodge Condor token, $39 start. The G and the all-seeing eye up top there. Oh, 1. Josh is in the lead. Nice pickup. $34 start in this Celtic Quinarius. Get the butt end of the horse. And then the face portrait. Kind of a lighter strike, but pretty well preserved. $39. Yeah, I'll start for 31. So 56. Oh, we have a barber half yet. Okay, I'll put this back in the box. 4. Oh, we don't have this in. I don't know why it's got to show up. 4, 5, 2, let's see. $13 start, standing over the quarter. Ziglow's in the lead. Let's see, 80.58 if we can find that one. Buck and go. 80.58.11. 13.32. Is that a fish, maybe? Galleons? Do you know what that is? Let's see, $21 start. Lucius Verus, Cappadocian, Roman Provincial Bronze. Mounted on the reverse, and the portrait of Lucius Verus. Let's see, 80.81.6. That actually might be this guy. It is. D-Rob is in the lead. D-Ock. D-Rob. Dr. Ock. I don't know why I don't know. I probably have called you D-Rob before. No, there's a different D-Rob. D-Rock. Okay. Dr. Ock. Fucking go. Let's see, 81-06. We'll have the Metapontum up next. Currently at $4 on this. Well under what we getting on that one. Nice pickup. 139 start. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. 139 start. Metapontum nomos. Sometimes called a diagram. RS is in the lead. Run some of these bulky coins. Let me get a giveaway up and running. And I think we'll run through that 1332 because I think it's a larger item. Let's see, 3118. Okay. Ring money weighs about 16 grams from Thailand. $13. WTH. Oh my. 31.13. Oh, $8 is pretty cheap. We'll run one more. If it goes for around that price again, we'll probably hold the rest. Let's see what else we've got here. Gallienus is in the lead. This is a really oddly shaped one. Gemini is in the lead. We'll run Manila bracelet money next. And then nice pickup Gallienus. Got $24 start on the bracelet money from the 16th and 19th century. 3306. Nice pickup. Easy does me. $39 start on the bridge money from the Warring States of China, 300 to 225 BC. So ancient Chinese bridge money. Okay, and we have the fish. We have located the fish. We do have some Widow's Mites. Let's run the fish. I think Galleon's requested this. These are awesome. And we'll pull out a Widow's Mite very shortly. Galleon's at 47. Okay. One more Thai ring money. Buck and go. And then we'll pick out our Widow's Mite to run. Show 29. Tim Robb is in the lead at $9. Brianna 9. Tim Robb at 10. Let's see what we've got. We do have some kind of like crown size silver that's pretty nice. We have actually crowns too. Some through the boxes. This guy. $34 start on the Widow's Mite. There's the anchor. We have the star on the other side in the front. Easy Does Me is in the lead. Nice pickup. $34 start on the Celtic Quinarius. Pretty good full horse on the reverse. Giveaway is selecting. Easy Does Me. Congratulations on the giveaway. Oh, perfect. Oh, 0411. 1845 crown. Yes, Cal, you can request that. Let's see. 2612. Ooh. Gemini is in the lead on the crown. Yes, we have a good amount of them. 1, 2, 3, B man. Okay, 12, 2 Maravedis. Buck and go. So this should not really be a I don't know what I was thinking here. It's pretty nice. Riverstone's in the lead. Oh, we do have a more. I don't know why it didn't show up. 1, 2, 3. 17. Gemini is in the lead at 36. Astrock at 40. I know, it is pretty sexy. Nice pickup, Gemini. Okay. Old Buck and go, the silver Elkins Durham. I'll pull out some $29 start ancients. -077. Well centered, well struck up. Riverstone. Nice pickup. Tedrick the first. Antonianis. Crooked Tyson's in the lead. $668,009. Yeah, is that the Herod Archelaus maybe? Did we see them? See if I can find it. $709,128. Another $29 start. Crooked Tyson in the lead. I'll start this at 34-025. Alexander Janaeus, Widow's Might. Any Saudi silver? We have, like, I don't think we have, like, modern Saudi silver. Like, maybe ancient Saudi silver? Okay, I think this is what we're looking for. Easy does me. Like, we have some Islamic stuff. So I'm trying to think about what, and then, like, the Judean stuff. I'm not sure what would be on the Arabian Peninsula specifically. I'm not too good with mapping the geography. Okay, $44 start. We'll pull out some of the Islamic. That we have. The AB. This is an Ilkensturm. We can actually see. See if I can find them on the map. Okay, I think the Ilkenet were. So no, this is like east. So this isn't really 13th, 14th century. It looks like they were more in the east, like above the Arabian Peninsula and then east of Anatolia. At this time. And the Seljuks of Rum are also going to be in the east, which is the coin we'll run next. Steph is in the lead. Stefan, Dr. Z. I agree. Like, honestly, we have some of their copper or bronzes with portraits, which is kind of interesting. But some of the Islamic coins the calligraphy can be really beautiful. Okay, this is Seljuks of Rum, $17 start in the 13th century. So this is going to be fairly close to the capital of Rome at the time, Constantinople, where it gets like the rum portion of the name. Let's see what we might have. We want to look at. Well, it's pretty cool stuff. Where are the Abbasid? I think this is an Abbasid coin. Let's see, 06, 13. Let's see, 56, 06, 13. Yeah, so this is an Abbasid dirham. Let's see where the Abbasids are at. Arabian Peninsula. Okay, this could be 9th century. Okay, I think this is going to be, could be considered under like Arabian Peninsula because it looks like the Abbasids had control of this pretty well at the time. And $21 start on the 8th century Abbasid. Any cheaper Greek fractionals? This is, I have an oval right here from Tarsus. Let's see if that's cheaper. It could not be. Roberts is in the lead. Nice win. Yeah, so this is $49 start. I'm not sure what qualification is for cheaper. We might actually have some graded ones around this, but they'd probably be inferior quality. Crusader or Byzantine? We should have some of both. I'm trying to think. Let me run a Byzantine anonymous file. So we might have some raw. The Crusader that we would have would likely be raw. I don't know what Byzantine we would have that is raw, but the best Byzantine that we'll have. Actually, we might have a Basilica, or Basilicon, which is a silver coin, which is, those are pretty neat. Okay, $39 start. And that should start around 100 if I can find it. Okay, 80, AC 78. Okay, I can. Robster's in the lead. 7802. Here is the Andronicus II and Michael IX Silicon. I think we do have a Jeton. Let me see. Silver. And we should have some more probably next weekish. I'm thinking. We might get some in. Maybe we don't. Okay, here. What is this? 26. Nice pickup. So we have the Pantocrator on the obverse. And the dual portrait. It's a good one. Those are of my favorite coins. 2603. Okay, so this is a late 1800s restrike silver medal. Sold for 44. Late 19th century piece. We might not have any more silvers. We're not have any today. Run some of this group. A14. All right, Sprats. We'll get that one out soon. So Deutschland on this. I think this is a 1913 Germany 3-mark commemorative. $49 start. Let's see, 1814. Nice pickup, Rob. $2, 150 start. 1841 Prussian $2. 2414. We're going to run some more out of that group because that's the this is not there. Nice pickup there, Sprex. Okay, there's 24s right there. Let's see. Let's see, Real. I think I have a Bolivian 1 Real. $44 start. 1764 Bolivian 1 Real. Pretty clear date. Gemini is in the lead. Definitely one of the better ones that we've seen in a long time. Nice pickup. Let me show all of this WX18, the AE18 stuff. There's some nicer coins in here. Might pique some interest. No problem, Steph. And then there's the Japanese. We have 3 Japanese coins. Cool. Let's see what else we can. This is a pretty good looking Christ portrait. And it's not Class B anonymous Wallace. $39 start. East Christ Vasile Vasileos. Jesus Christ, King of Kings. Stickman is in the lead. Nice win. Septimius Severus. Denarius, $64 start. It's NGC fine. Looks like we have Roma on the reverse. Josh is in the lead. Stickman at 69. Any Olympics coins from any year? Type in Olympics to the search bar. It would populate in the shop tab. It would populate anything that I know is Olympics. There might be some Japanese stuff somewhere, but I'm not sure of anything else that we would have. So this is a Commodus and fine, $69 start. Commodus Denarius. Ooh, we're on a really pretty Hasmonean Dynasty. Pruda next. We'll get another giveaway after this. 8-6. This is Hasmonean Kings Pruda. And then look at the pretty solid detail on the cross cornucopia. 1339. Josh is in the lead. Nice pickup. $13.39.20. $24 start on the Timurid Tanka. It's a labyrinth-like design on one side. Nice calligraphy, a little more bubbly. 3905. $24 start. This is Arcade of Martin Durham. The star-shaped design. Nice pickup, Robs. Buck and Go 14th century Hungarian denier. Robster, currently in the lead. Oop. Nice pickup. $21 start on the Islamic Three Brothers, subjects of Ram Durham. $26.17. $11.5 is in the lead. $111.5. Nice win. Louis the First denier from the late 14th century, mid to late 14th century, buck and go. Currently at $6. Show 6.5. Currently at $11. 111, nice pickup. Okay, buck and go on this Hungarian oval from the 13th century. Mentioned the Bella the Fourth. Rob is at 13. Let's see. Stack. Let me see if I can pull that out. We'll get to it shortly. $21 start on this Indian silver rupee. Let's see. 08. $308. Stickman, nice pickup. $99 start on the sixpence. 1573. Queen Elizabeth. Pretty good reverse. No Judea Capta. I don't know the last time we've had one. But those can be some pricey coins. This is a very popular type. Okay. 08. 79. Doesn't sell here. I'll pull the rest of them. That should be I think, a very fine price for this. Okay. We'll hold on to those guys. We probably won't service too many requests concerning them. 08. Any French colonies? I'm not sure, to be honest. We have pretty much everything that we're selling today in the auction tab, the shop. So we could probably search around to find it if we did. Okay. $79 start in this 1908 German 5 mark. And we'll get another giveaway up. All right, maybe we'll run some cheaper coins, or let's see, some items that we can buck and go. No boo or shoe. We don't have any of that today. Robster. Christian might have some the next time he's on. I think he'll run a show on Saturday. He usually has most of that material. He doesn't send us too much of it. So if Christian's on, he should have a good amount of that. 111, nice pickup. $11 is a great win. $7. Oh, that's even better. I thought it was 11. That's very cheap. We cannot sell them at 7, so we won't win another one of those for a little bit. $20 Finnig. JC Moody is in the lead. On this not gelded coin. Let's run a South African. Or not. I don't know why this isn't here. Nice pickup. Let's see. 1440. Buck and go. Another not geld. This is from the state of Brunswick. The horse on the reverse. 76. Run some 29 start ancients next for a little while. See if there's any interest. Gemini is in the lead on the not geld. Nice pickup, Rob. 05, 04, 72, 05, 04. Let's see if I can find it quickly. $29 start. One, two, three. B-Man is in the lead. $72.05.04. $34 start. Again, this should bid up, I think, a bit. Make out the Gorgon face a bit on that. And then the head of Athena is on the reverse. So, very cheap start for an oval. Barry gets it at 34. That'd be a fantastic win. That'd be kind of an incredible win. Nice pickup. The start bids on some of the smaller silvers might have to be a little more aggressive in the future. Cannot sustainably sell it at those prices. Let's see what else we've. Yep. Milk. Congratulations on that stuff. Any Crusader. We have some. I think we have some Italian steak. Let's see. That might be some of the closest that we have to Crusader. Italian states. Let me see what 132612 is. It's a 12th century Italian states coin. So 26. So let's run. So we'll buck and go this. So we have the Madonna and Child, that's Mary and Christ on the outside portion. In the reverse portion, we have Rex W inscribed. $7 would be fantastic. That's crazy. We should not have buck and go that. That was a fantastic win. Man, that's Rob's. That's a pretty good win. I'm a little taken aback still. All of the Robs showed up today. Yeah, it was an Italian states coin from the 12th century that was a bit nice. So, man. Okay, if there are any requests, let me know. But other than that, I might take it a little slower. I don't really want to buck and go too much more at the moment. I don't think I will. Okay. We'll run some $29 start ancients. Man, that was a good pickup. I wish we could buy them like that. Okay, Gallienus, Antoninianus, double denarius, $29 start. Okay, no $29 ancients for now. It's 08066. $18.88 florin. Queen Victoria. And here's the date. 1888 at the top. Stack is in the lead. Nice pickup. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about those Russian. Let's see. Let's pick these out. Asrock. $34 start on the 5 kopecks. Catherine the Great. 1783. Some great detail on these. $75.61. Another $34 start. Catherine the Great 5. Nice pickup, Asrock. This is a Spanish lead seal. I'm just going to leave it in here. But 17th to 18th century Spanish lead seal. Let's see if we can find the last 5 kopecks. Let's see where the third is at. Here it is. $34 start. I think this is going to be the last 5 that we have today. We should have some more tomorrow. Let me thumb through for quarters, and then we'll look at more of the $17 Abbasid. Okay. Run quarters. Let's see if we sell them all under melt value. I have a feeling that we can. I think we can do it. Okay, 050. Ziegler's at 15. So we might have ruined it. We're sitting right at 15, I think. Okay, $13 start. 30S. I think we do have a silver Nero. It'd be a Nero tetradrachm. So it could technically be Billin. I'm not sure. At that time, the silver is pretty good, but it could be a Billin tetradrachm. I don't think we have any like Nero denary. 08D. $1914D barber. We'll get another giveaway up and running. Only no bids at $13 on this. This could be the last one. This is the last quarter that I'm seeing. This is a nice pickup. Okay. Abbasid. $80.76. Let's see. Here's a $17 start. Abbasid. And then 04, 05, 01. Let's see if I can find that one. Blue Jam. And then I'll search for Orange Man. I'll make a little search for the Nero to see if I can find it. Or if there is one. Okay, that might be kind of what we have here in terms of Abbasid. I'm seeing maybe some AC56. Let's see, okay, maybe there might be a couple more. Let's see. I'm just gonna make a mess of the desk apparently. No. Okay, that doesn't look Abbasid. Okay, let's run this Tabaristan, and then I'll find a 40501. $26 start on this Tabaristan Hemidram. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Okay, Fringe Q. That's what we're looking for. $89 start. Some damage on it, but about really as cheap as you're probably going to find them. Okay, I'll stay away from some requests. 16.6. So this is the Russian metal. It's in pretty rough shape, but it is a scarcer piece. So I'm just gonna show that off before we get in the habit of running them. So if you're still interested in it, let me know, because it is a more expensive piece. I think we're gonna start that one like 35 or something. Yeah, $39 start. Crimean War commemorative. This is the 4 or 510. The adjustment marks on the back. If you're interested in that one, let me know. Otherwise, no worries. Okay, we'll run a few cheap coins. button go on 1945 British India quarter rupee. Nice and bright. Rob's at $3. Nice pickup. 1945 British India quarter rupee. Satchel of Richards. Nice pickup on the giveaway. Astrock at 5. Ooh, we'll run a crown next. Okay, $69 start. We have scratch annotated somewhere. Oh, there's actually initial scratch into it. That's what it is. $69 start. 1819 British crown. Some initials in the neck. And that actually could be really close to the. I think melt probably is around $60. Actually, melt could be above $60 on that. Pretty crazy. Melt on the crown and passed on. $29 start. 1889 florin. I'm actually. Yeah, crowns melt at like 61. No, crowns melt at 66. Wild. It would almost be better just to send that to get melted rather than. That's pretty crazy. There's going to be so much world silver that's melted. People are probably just going to send in like bags of crowns to get melted, which is pretty wild. There's like bags of Morgans. Well, like that's been happening since silver was at like $60 probably. But so like silver's at mid 70s, high 70s. Where's that coin I just had? So that'll be. It's kind of crazy. Coins like this. Wait, no, yeah. Coins like this will probably get melted if silver goes any higher. And then the coin I just had. I don't know where I put that other crown. Here it is. That's not it. But we coin like a just the crown with the. Yeah, because that's the. They can't sell them apparently. So they just melt it for the silver value. Well, I don't think we have any more Avicid. Let's. We have them up here. He's like right now, like I was talking to this with a friend, probably like when silver was like made its run up to like 40, like the mid 40s and stuff, like really quickly, and like it was spooky. Um, he had basically like looked, he had turned to me and like, you know what, like, and then if silver gets too much higher, like people are just gonna throw a bunch of peace dollars to get melted. Right? He said around 50. He thought there'd be like a big people just like start chugging peace dollars to the smelter. And he said like some of the, and I think he's right, like a 1922S and like AU or something, a lot of those are going to get melted. It's a lower, like fairly undesirable, but it's a like lower mint date for the peace dollar. No one's saving any 22S's or 23S's. It's 34 or 24S's maybe, but probably not. So a lot of them are just going to get melted. Um, So that'll probably create more demand in the future for those coins because of how many are going to get melted in the kind of this run up. Oh 0503. This is the one with the initials. So now I would suggest if you have a bunch of coins like that, where you like stacked, say, like 90%, I would look through like semi-key dates and make sure that you stick them all in a kind of separately, or you kind of put them away. Because I have a feeling that there will be some semi-key dates that are unappreciated that will, or better dates, maybe not even semi-key dates, but better dates that are underappreciated now that will become scarcer in the future, or in pretty the near future. They might not be appreciated in the the short term, um, but they definitely will be appreciated in the long term. There will be fewer of them after this run up. There's a hole in this. Please note, we didn't notate that. It looks like someone probably wore this jeton at one time. So you're hanging on to a bunch of S-Mint piece dollars. Maybe not a 26S, but S-Mint piece dollars. That's probably best to stick those in a separate roll. What is that? 7/6. Oh, you did find one. How? That's great, though. Let's see. Is this the last one that shows up? They will. They will love you. BSUs, what's up? Okay. Nice pickup mill. This is a pretty long arrowhead. This might be one of the last ones that we have today. Yes, it was very good. I got to go back to Alabama and visit my family for a while. It was I appreciated that a lot. Did some. I laid sod for a bit, and I laid sod as like probably early high school, and I stacked sod. And I kind of miss it, so it was nice to get back to doing something pretty physical. And split wood. I split wood for the other part of it. So there's splitting wood or stacking sod. Buck and go. Nuremberg token. Yeah, it is. It is very nice. I actually have a question. I've over the summer I started to get into woodworking, and I've kind of put it down since I started up in July. I've kind of started to pick it back up in the last month or so. Are there any woodworkers in here or carpenters? Some of these have a very nice proof-like surface and cameo to them. Casey is in the lead at $3 on this. Ooh, Lady Godiva. There's some nice coins in that one. Okay, let's get another. Okay, welding. Nice. There's one of my cousins is a welder. Metal worker with a different field. Their exchange. I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Yeah, one of my cousins is a welder, very good welder at that. He and his father are both in South Alabama. I have a lot of respect for welding. We have some Chinese stuff. Let's see. What do we want to see? We have a bunch of graded items. Let's clear out some of the bulkier stuff. 31. Roman, okay. Aerospace. Let's see. I have some friends that went into like they're airplane command mechanics who went in kind of like that route, and so like they're kind of like split off to like all around the country now from like high school. 3115. Okay, let's run the bulky stuff. I'll pick out 77-110. I think that's going to be a Roman Republic piece. And let's see, 2610. Let's see if I can find that one. Nice pickup. Get lower. Okay, wait. Casey, did you say you're a gunsmith? That's pretty. That's that's pretty awesome. Wait, what does a gunsmith do? So is gunsmithing? No, that's like building and repairs, right? Cars as guns. Okay, that's pretty cool. You know, I have some friends in the at church who are probably like amateur gunsmiths, who build their own rifles and stuff, but they do not do it professionally. Bronze welding. Okay, 3306. Bronze art foundry. That's awesome. Let's see. Still in the army. That's cool. Okay. Large warring states piece here. Let's see what we've got. We want to look for 8077. Okay. More of a break-even price. So 0104, 0110. Oh, did I take it out? Let's see. Nice pickup. BYO. Let's get giveaway has around 45 seconds. Make sure you're on it. Okay, I might have taken 770108. 0110. Is that right? Okay. Let's run this one. This is a requested coin. And then I'll run the Roman. Oh, wait. This. What if it's this one? Perfect. Perfect. We did toss it out. 2610. Okay. Japanese 1-mon. Samurai era cash. This is Peter does corns. Instead of Peter does coins. Congratulations on the giveaway. I wonder if this is a Peter K throwaway or if it's an imitator. Go into trade school. I don't know. It could be just a. Is this? That'd be very funny. 46 BC Roman Republican denarius. Kind of as cheap as a Roman Republican denarius is can be available for. And let's see what else we've got. We wanted to see no problem there. 2610. Yeah, Judea. We have some widow's mites. Let's see if I can pull some out. I'll just leave this up front. -023. No, don't be tipping. I'd rather you spend $10 more on a coin that you want than tip at all. I'd rather you just buy a coin that you want. But I appreciate it. But I'd rather you use the money. 127. Gemini's in the lead. I'll run. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Are you still here? I can run some. I can pick out like 10 of them and go through them all. Okay. Victorinus, Antonianus. Let's make it fun. This is a 900. I have some stuff that I was going to start around the 34 range, so I'll drop down to 29. So I've seen it for a while. Imperator, I can't sell the Roman Republic that I have. This is starting at 30. I'll start this ass at 29. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Run some ants. Tetricus the First, Antonianus. That's some Mark Antony imperatorial stuff. And let's see, 1, 3, 3. And today we're gonna stop around, like hard stop around 4:30. We might stop before then, but we'd have a hard stop around the 4:30 mark. 1, 9. We'll start this for 29. It should bit of a bet. Three. One, 5, 6. 1 to 3. B man is in the lead. Another Victorinus after this. Another Hadrian. Let's see. Let's see where I put all those coins. Nice pickup, Josh. Here's a Valentinian Nummus. Stack 1712. Let's see if I can find it. Let's pick up Ori. Valentinian the First. Great detail. Emperor is carrying a captive or dragging a captive by the hair on the reverse there. Let's pick up Josh. This is a Procopius. This is not a $29 star. I'll just keep it back. Let's see what we have. 7-0. Tetricus the First. Victorious. Here's a Constantius II. He's one of the sons of Constantine the Great. Three. Nice. Pick up 123 B-Man. Here's a Gratian Phallus. This is a pretty good looking Valentinian. Let's see, 3 or 4. Any Karshipanas? I don't think so. I think last time we had a Karshipana was like a couple shows ago, but we haven't had any like in a long stretch. It was kind of a off lot of coins that we had bought from a dealer. Valentinian the Second, $29 start. Nashville dude, nice pickup. $900 This is a Claudius ass from the 1st century. I'll drop it down to 29. From 51 to 54 AD. And Josh is going to pick that up at the start bid. I thought dropping at 34 was pretty low. Maybe not. Another Claudius. A little more reverse detail. No, this is starting at 34, which is perfectly fine. Okay, probably hold that for that. Okay, we'll get another giveaway up and running soon. We'll do this guy. This is one of the Rome commemoratives. We have Romulus and Remus suckling from a she-wolf's tit. And we'll transition out of the graded for a minute. Nice pickup. Start this raw one at 29. Same type. Romulus and Remus and the obverse of Roma. Nashville dude is in the lead. Nice pickup. Cilician Armenian Tram, $34 start. Ooh, this is pretty nice. So 11 the first is seated. This is from the 12th century to 13th century. Let's see, let's pick a raw box and just kind of run through it. If there are any requests, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just kind of more or less go in order here. Romulus and Remus on the reverse. Riverstone's in the lead. Nashville dude at 35. Gemini at 39. Nice pickup. We have one more of that type raw. $29 start. This is a repattinated surface. So that gives that sandblast patina look. Run a Taber stand coin next. No bids on that. Okay, we'll drop this down to 21 instead of 26. Abbasid Governor's Hemidram from the 8th century, dated to 788, 789. Nashville dude is at 22. Okay, same deal here. Instead of 26, we'll start at 21. More of a slight loss number. Stickman is in the lead. $5.29. $17 start on this Seljuk of Rum. Durham, it's a bit bent. Ooh, this is nice. 29. Okay. 12. This should sell. 91.32. This would be a great price at 12, Mr. Oxter. Cannot buy them at 12. Nice pickup. Okay. These coins should be really between like $50 to $100 retail coins. Buck and go. 1125 to 255 BC Ant Nose money from ancient China. So it shouldn't be nowhere close to like $10 though. I can simply start them at like 35 next time if we really are go too much below that. WYO, that's a fantastic win. At 1822, $79 start. And this German States 5 mark, 1876. German States 5 mark. Let's see. Might not be interested in any of those. We'll run one more. 1901 German States 5 mark, $79 start. Okay. I'm curious because either we might have actually just paid too much for everything. $69 start. Should put it very marginal on the melt value, I think. Nice pickup, Riverstone. Okay. Buck and Go. Tin Pittis from Malaysia, dated to 1897. And $2, we're going to lose pretty big on that one. Nice pickup, Mr. Rockster. You pay more attention. Paid well over 2 for that. Nice pickup. Okay. We're not going to do any Buck and Goes at the moment. Let's see, 38. 123. Okay, $34 start on this Celtic Quinarius. This is from the Dewey tribe. Stickman is in the lead. Pretty good horse. I think this was requested a little earlier. Let's see, 1712. This is a Canadian dollar. Melt on it is, I think, over 45. Yeah, it melts like 47-ish, I think. $44 start. Nearly 10% under melt. And that's where Stat gets it. 10% under. Probably closer to 8%. Okay, Buck and Go, Nuremberg, Chaton. Or not Chaton, this is a Nuremberg. Not Geld piece. Josh is in the lead. We might actually have Nuremberg Chaton stuff. Pull some out. This group. Nashville dude. $14.60. $24 start on this French Chaton. Bronze French Chaton, $24 start. Great surfaces. It's a pretty coin. $16.07. What is 1607? Did we run that one yet? Kioch is in the lead. So I have a gap there of 06 and 08. Another French bronze jeton, 1766, Hungary. Let me thumb through, see if it's in here. Did we pick that one out already? It's possible that I threw it out onto the desk. Oh, here it is. Okay, $9 start. Hungary 2 filler. Nice BU coin. Stack is in the lead. Okay, let's see what else we might have. It'd be interesting to look through. What coins do I collect? I don't collect coins anymore. I do not. But I still have. I have a bunch of coins, but I haven't bought a coin for myself in a long time. I'm trying to think. I like Buffalo nickels. I think Buffalo nickels are of the best coins that the U.S. ever made. So I really like Buffalo nickels, especially like really high grade Buffalo nickels. I have a proof. It's probably like a little bit longer of a story, but like I can probably like stum it down, like boil it down to the idea that I would rather buy a house than I would have a large coin collection. And the two are competing forces in my life. So I'd rather save up for a house or like put the coins on the auction block. And then it's and like Riverstone, like I've the original owner of Witter Coin, like Mr. Witter himself. That's where Christian and I met. We met at Witter Coin U. So Seth Chandler had brought Mr. Witter in to talk to us, and after Witter had stopped dealing coins, he had stopped coins altogether. So he got rid of everything. He sold everything. He completely got out of it, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, high on own supply. I know. Yeah. He stopped. Yeah, he stopped everything. And there were like people like very taken aback by that, especially of the young people. But he like defended and basically he had portrayed it in such a way that was like, yes, you should stop. Like once you get to a certain point, you should stop. Which I thought was really interesting. But yeah, I'd rather buy a house at some point, and that it's just it competes. Yeah, I think that's what it can. The TLDR can be on that. Yeah, you don't have to be a car collector to be a dealer. Yeah. And Riverstone, to be honest, and like people who do that like aren't the best collectors as well, because what happens sometimes, oftentimes, house is a liability, not an asset. What happens is that those people will often buy a lot of stuff as like good deals, but they don't end up buying like the best coins, which because the best coins usually do not come up very attractively or as like like air quotes attractively or as good deals. But Those are the coins that are often bought. Yeah, exactly, Riverstone. Whereas like the collector will often just pay up for the right coin. Trade, but it is true. I would, Gemini, I want to like homestead at some point. So like when I mean like buy a house, I meant like I want to have like a 40. I don't want to have, end game is not to live in the suburbs. So I'll be living off of the land at some point. Yeah, exactly, WIO. Let's see. What do we want to say? What do we want to say? Let's see. We have about an hour and a half max today. We can go to the bell. Let's clean up the desk. Let's see what we have on the desk that we can do, because I have probably 35 coins that I pulled out of the boxes. Okay, dropping from 29 to 24. 1942 World War II dated Hyderabad rupee. Nice pickup. Astrock. Okay. I really can't lower it too much. Okay. $64 start as opposed to 69. Roman Republican denarius. This is really, really cheap. Okay. 59. This is under cost. So we lose heavily after fees. So I wonder if we just did pay extremely too much, which is possible. But in that case, we'll probably just sell it to another dealer. We'll put it in a grab bag or something. Let's see, what do I want to do with this? Okay, 0410. Here's a Greek bronze. That's cool. Looks like we have 3/4. This might go for $1, and that was crazy. Nice pickup, Mr. Oxter. Cool. Let me start up another giveaway. I probably won't do too many discounted coins. I might just put them back in the box. Okay. 43. Imidram, $26 start. We have Farcan on the obverse. 711, 731 is when this was minted. $14.51. $24 start on this 18th century Jeton Merchant's token. It has the hole in the top here. $155. $26 start on the Sasanian dram. Maybe annotated clipped. I don't see the clipping. Maybe this side. Again, I think it might be pretty hard pressed to find it. Anything cheaper. Okay, 0118. $64 start on the Roman Republic of Denarius. '83 BC. '36. Okay. We'll start $24 on this Islamic dirham, an Ayyub dirham from the 13th century. $501. Nice pickup Riverstone. Let's drop this down to 79 as opposed to 89. 1726 French AQ has some damage on the sides. 1726 French AQ. $36. Okay, this is a Cappadocian Oval, $50 start. Or Sicilian Oval from Tarsus. Ares on the one side, and Aphrodite on the other. Astaroth, nice pickup. Great detail on that. Let's see. Got a few more coins on the surface here. 1821. We'll drop this to 69 as opposed to 79. 1908. German 5 mark from Hamburg. Don Hill is in the lead. Nice pickup, Don. $26 start on this Barkan Medram. 711, 731. And San Jose, congratulations on the giveaway. $407. $100 start on the 1822 British Crown. Pretty good surfaces. 1822 British Crown. Riverstone is in the lead. St. George slaying the dragon. Okay. All right, I think the box is pretty much cleaned up. $14. good. Let's see what we have out of this box that we want to see. Again, if there are any requests, let me know. I'll be happy to work my way to them. So we'll drop this down to 14 as opposed to 17. Subjects of Rum Durham. Silver Islamic coin from the 13th century, late 13th century, 1284 to 1296. Mill is in the lead. Good stuff. Let's see what we have. Some Ilkens Durhams, some Celtic Quinary. Let's pick out a nice one. This one looks pretty decent. 0120, $34 start. This is from the Sequani tribe. Silver Celtic Quinarius from the 1st century AD. AD 62. Let's find it. AD 62. $29. Okay. Oh, 62. I might not have that one. Okay, I have 62. 29. I don't have 62, 69. Okay, 62, 29 is right. Let's see if I can find it. I'm having trouble finding this one. Let's see what else we've got here. $21082. $12 start on this Victorinus Antonianus. From 269 to 271. They're not great ones, and they do start around like the 79 or $89 range. Well, there's two of them total, and I don't think either of them got bids, so it's not like they're wonderful, amazing steel coins at that price. They're just pretty, I'd say, pretty fair at the price. $14 start on this Constantine II, ruling under his father, Constantine the Great, as Caesar. These are usually really popular. I don't think anyone's requested one today. This is a Serbian dinar with the Christ portrait, the Pantocrator, on the obverse. So we have Christ seated in the last of days. Let's see what we've got. All right, there any requests? Let me know. Let's see what we've got. Run some. 076. This is a Widow's Mite. Yes, Rob, we can run one. The one I picked out, this one is, I think this is one of the prettier ones today. Nice pickup, Gemini. Here's the Kudoki and the face portrait, and here's the horse. Okay, I think it's going to be one of the better ones. $29 start on this. Okay, that's not the right coin. Don't bid on this. Josh, I just said don't bid on this. Okay, well, it's just frustrating. Okay, let's see. All right, if there are any requests, let me know. Otherwise, we'll Communist Sisters. Josh, you will need to cancel it on your end if you can do that. Here's the Communist Assertius. Oh yeah, let me see if I can find the Alexander the Great trams. Here's the Communist Assertius. Starting at 34. Smallwood's in the lead. I have to get up and look for him. Get on the other table. Nice pickup, Smallwood. We have a small cache of these. First century raw coin. I think this is 0120. $34 start. Yes, we can show a Serbian dinar again. I think there are 3 that we have left. I think that's the only 3 that we do have left. So we have some. This is a lifetime early posthumous. I think most of them are going to be early posthumous. It's choice VF. Choice VF. That's pretty solid for a choice VF. Choice XF. And then an XF. think the XFs are starting in the $500 range. The choice VFs, I think I'm starting I might actually be starting these around the $300, I think. And the VFs are around that same mark. But let me do a spot check. 403. Yeah, $300 are where they pretty much start. Okay. I think this is the nicest obverse of a choice VF. This is 044. No raw, to my knowledge. So we'll start this one. See if there's any interest. I would say this is probably one of the better of all of the coins. And I think the lifetime's starting at 350. It can be pretty steep. $18.24. Buck and go. On the Nuremberg, not gold piece. Astrock is in the lead. $3. So let's see what we have here. If there are any requests, let me know. We started at 1 today. 1 Central Time. There's another Thai ring money. $16. Sprex is in the lead. This is a small one. This looks like it is actually just a ring. Okay, I don't think it sounds like gold. I was just a little worried for a second. I was like, does not sound like gold. I can't make it cheaper than $1, so. Okay. I'll put it on 5-second sudden death, but otherwise we'll not see that one again. It does not. I would doubt that it fits my finger. Let's see if it fits my finger. It could fit my pinky, kind of. I don't want to not be able to take it off, but it wouldn't fit any other of my fingers. Note that this is 2 seconds left on sudden death. Okay, let me change this. Pinky ring though. Yeah. Okay, 15 seconds, no sudden death. The last of our the Warring States bridge money that we have for today. Let's see. 08. Again. break even. Cost 300 to 225 BC. Okay, this would be pretty crazy. No bids. Okay, I really just don't want to see this anymore. 29. Over 30% decrease on price. Or not quite 30%, right? It was a 40, 25% decrease on price since we started the drop. 29, we're going to lose a bit of money on that one. Astrock, nice win. Okay. 5-1. Khosrow the second. Sasanian Dram. About a minute left in the giveaway. Make sure you're in it. Beautiful coin. Nice silver Sassanid piece. All right, if there are any requests, let me know. I might pick out a few coins at random. I'm not sure if there's too much interest. What we've got left. Let's see. We'll do some Widow's Mites and the nicest of the 3 Serbian dinars. Okay, let me pick them out. $34 start on the Widow's Mite. Giveaway selecting C Sprags. Congratulations. Okay, I think that's probably a front runner. Probably not that guy. Probably not this guy. That's it. This is pretty, like in my mind, this is an easy decision for the nicest. Condition wise, $50 start. On the countermarked Serbian dinar. So we have Christ standing, full body is Nimbate. And we have Stefan and Alina on the reverse. Let's see, Rob, what is the skew on that oval going to be? Tarsus oval. 389. I think it's this guy. Starting at $50. So again, this is a pretty attractive coin. Early 4th century. Silver oval from Tarsus. PSU is in the lead. Nice pickup tattoo. Let's start this for 89 instead of 99. This is Alexander the Great tetradrachm. So it's crystallized and chipped, so it's sat in pretty like acidic ground, and then the silver basically, or the silver leached out to the surface and create a crystalline surface. It is very fragile. That one will not start any cheaper at any point. We can go back to some rated. Commonest denarius. Let's see, so 6.3. $64 start. the adoptive son of Marcus Aurelius. Or no, he's just the son of Marcus Aurelius, isn't he? No bids here. Show 6-2. Gallienus Antonianus. What is the reverse? All right, if there are any requests, let me know. I'm going to run on Marcus Aurelius. Denarius, starting at 100. Let's see. Here's an anonymous Faulus, -050. Class A3 anonymous Faulus. Starting at 39, we have the portrait of Nimbate portrait of Christ, holding the Gospels. And Jesus Christus Vasileos, Jesus Christ, King of Kings. All right. So maybe we'll Is that a 900 number? Smallwood? Like a 900 dash something. No, I guess not. Antonius Pius. It's 899. $69 start. Antonius Pius. Or Draco, what's up? Run the Indo-Scythian Dram next. We're kind of close to closing out today. We started a little early today. We started at 1 o'clock, and we'll start at 1 tomorrow as well. But tomorrow might be a larger show. I'll see if I can kind of pack it with more interesting items than we had today. $100 start. And we have kind of switched it up. We do kind of switch it up a bit. Choice VF Indo-Scythian Dram. And no bids on that. It does look like it has fizzled out pretty hard. I think this is probably the 4th or 5th item without a bid. Okay, $89 start. No bids, no worries. We'll kind of pretty much, Brian. We're pretty much looks like we're kind of tapped out for today. But if anyone's interested in coins and for the next hour, I don't want to just bore people with coins they don't want to see. But if there's interest in coins, we'll run for another hour. But if there's not, we'll sign off within a couple of minutes. If there are any requests and stuff like that, or even general interest in some of the things that we have, I'll try to pick it out. There's no worries. There are still a lot of coins. There's like 500 plus coins in front of me. And some of the coolest things that we have today is this group. Just a packed group. So we'll probably offer it again tomorrow. If otherwise, it'll probably put them all on eBay within the next week. So they're gonna range between 300 and 500. Honestly, the two XFs I have at 500, and then everything else is starting at 3. Brian. Except for the lifetime. There's one lifetime in here that will start at 350. This is one of the prettier ones. I think these two are probably the most bang for the buck. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Maybe we'll run one more giveaway, and then if there's no one really bids on too many items, we'll call it after the end of the giveaway. I have an Alexander Toucher Jam that's in pretty rough shape, but it starts really cheap. It's a $100 coin. But I wouldn't expect to have like a wonderful, like it's not, like it's fair at 100, I think. It's very fair at 100. It's not like a overwhelming, like I stole this coin. $3. Gemini, I'd be surprised if that was over the milk price right now. $2.95. So we're probably kind of tapped out for today, I think. I don't want to sell too much of the melt. This is a pretty nice fell temper ratio reverse. So a Roman soldier spearing an enemy on horseback, who Constantius II on the obverse. Not bad. Nice pickup Astrock. 296. Another Constantius II. What is that going to be, Brian? $77.81. Roman Republic. $84 start. $85 BC Roman Republic in Denarius. Brian is in the lead on it. Nice larger flan on that. And Tetricus the First, Antonianus. I have 4 Mark Antony graded denarii. The Imperatorial denarius. They're in NGC VG or NGC G holders, good holders. And they start at 139. So if you're interested in that, I can pull them out. Cornell, but there's nothing raw and there's nothing like that's. They're all NGC Gs. Tetricus the Second. Let's pick up Tetricus the Second. And I'll show you, because they're right here. I'll show you 2 of them. But I think there are 4. The Legionary Denarii. So if you're interested, you can run one. Let's see what other $29 starts have. These would be all of the $29 starting points. $29 start. Constantine the Second. Sounds like you're cleaning out your garage. 291. 1, 2, 3. B-Man is in the lead. And let's see, 291. This is no, it's not a She-Wolfen Twins. What's this? Okay, it's just a Constantine the Second. Two legionary standards between the 2 soldiers. Seven. Tetricus the Second. Antonianus. Pretty good reverse. One, 6, 2. All right, we will run one more and then we'll put the coins up. $273. Okay, that's the Crispus. pretty solid obverse detail. Astrock is in the lead on the Crispus. Nice wins. Okay. Run a Herod Archelaus one more time. And some of the other Widow's Mites that we have. People generally like to see the coins, so I guess you can't win it all. So I'll try to hold it, oscillate a little more maybe. Alexander Janaeus, Widow's Mite, Pruda. $34 start. We have the star on the obverse. Christ Portrait Class I Anonymous Follis, starting at 39. And we have the Latin Cross in the reverse. All right. If there are any requests, let me know. Otherwise, we'll find somebody to raid. Let's see. Oh, we haven't run any of these today. These are cool. This is a porcelain, not geld piece. Let's see, 69, 17, 13. $12 start. Porcelain Mark. Astrock is in the lead. We should have some more tomorrow, but tomorrow we'll be on at 1 p.m. Central Time. Any silver cobs or shipwreck stuff soon? We'll drink it. Christian usually has that type of silver. We have a bit of it on our eBay, which I could pull off. That'd be the some 8 real cobs that are. I think they're sea salvage. I don't think they have a shipwreck pedigree, but they're in NGC holders. Trying to think, and I can for next show, probably not today, but for the next show, if you're interested, I can just send me a message on the eBay coins that you would want me to pull off, and I could take them off and run them here. Currently $2 on this not geld 10 fittings. And I can obviously do a lot, but quite a bit better than on Whatnot than I can do eBay. Gemini is in the lead. It's an ancient Chinese Western Han cash coin. The Marvin, what we would have Israeli-wise is not going to be like modern. We wouldn't. I don't think we have any modern state of Israel today. We have some modern Israeli on the eBay, and then like similar deal as I was telling Rodrigo. If there's anything you want specifically, just send me a message like this one or something pretty ambiguous. And I should get the hint, or like this one for WN or something like that. Probably don't put whatnot explicitly in the message, because eBay might flag that and they might not be too happy. No Wildman Thalers. We had some a few weeks ago. We had like a crazy mix of coins a few weeks ago. But we don't have anything like that today. But yeah, there might be some of that on the eBay, but nothing today. Okay, $19 start. I'll run like 5 more coins. If we decided to call it by then, we'll call it. There's so many coins. Like there are whole groups of coins that we did not pull out today. Let's find one of the better looking ones. Masonic Lodge. Half penny contra token. And then I picked out one of the better looking Mark Antony's. 140 start. I think full Legion. Looks like Legion 16 is visible. Antonius Pius bronze. $21 start. BF is in the lead. Let's see if I can find the Nero. Might just pick up small wood. Nero Villain. WX 87. Okay, let me show them off. This is not Nero. This is Trajan. Hadrian. Here's a Nero. That's not super bad. I'd be surprised if there's anything better. I think the first one we looked at is going to be the nicest. Let's pull it out. $79 start. Nicer one does not have the eagle. This is Serapis on the reverse. Or Draco's. This is a nice coin. Nice pickup, small wood. Okay, this is one of the eagle portraits. And the other one does not have an eagle. All right, nice wins. Trajan. Yes, you did get a villain. I think all of these guys are villain. Let's see, 146. Okay. This is a Nero. $48. 79 start on this Hadrian. You want to see a Hadrian or a Trajan? Forgot. I just looked at it. Trajan is what we wanted to see. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, $79 start. Trajan Roman Provincial. BF's in the lead, Brian Haar at 87. Nice pickup. Two Hadrians and a Nero are left, I think. All right. Let me just pull out all of them. Yeah, I can run through the 5 Pesetas. I'm not sure if there's any better years in them. I'm not too familiar with the series, so I couldn't pick out a key date by just kind of eyeballing it. Is there a certain one in there that you would like to run? Okay, let's pick out like the earliest year. Okay. Hamburg. Yeah, there'd be 90%. Okay. 89, 71, 75. And then some Japanese. All right, this might be the last coin we run today. Let's see, 1816. And we'll start it for 64, which probably sits right at like the melt value I'd really expect, and well under the original ask on them. Lord Draco is in the lead. MJ. Lord Draco at 80. Nice pickup. And let's go find somebody to raid. Let's see if one of our friends are on. EDC, Witter, Joe, Bleacher. Do we want to raid EDC, Witter 2, Minted Madness of Joe Hollywood? Is there anyone on that we'd want to raid? If not, it's fine. I can just pick at random. Or I can have Whatnot pick for me. Jim, let's see. Or we could raid a new seller. This is perfect. Let's see. Yeah, I clicked new seller and EDC plug Cujo CoinShack showed up first. What is there's no new sellers in the new seller part. Okay, I don't know who. There's a guy with 4 viewers in his show. John Pre. I'm curious to see what John Pre looks like. All right, we're gonna go raid a new seller, and y'all have a great night. We're going to be back 1 p.m. tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Time. We'll have a good allotment of coins. It'll be a good, I think, interesting group of coins for tomorrow. Y'all have a great night.